and Agata Sitko.
So this will give her the 600 she told us she was coming for.
Uncontested now, forward in the lead here at Sheffield. Nobody's going to catch up to her, but would like to finish with that 600 kilo prediction she gave. We all were wondering, was it just boastful? Was it just hype? Well, she's living up to the hype today. 248.5, world record deadlift, world record total, and new standard for the 69s.
And £40,000 in prize money.
That's gonna go an awful long way when she brings that back to Poland. And it looks like she's done it!
Did it then? Is it good?
Agata Sitko wins Sheffield 2024, 600 kilos.
She did what she told us she'd do. We said she was inconsistent. She has gone 9 for 9.
Last season, we witnessed Agata Sitko competing as a 76 kilograms athlete throughout the 2023 powerlifting season, whereby Agata Sitko, the current reigning Sheffield Champion of Champions, was given the opportunity to compete at the first staging of the Sheffield Championships, only to finish at 11th place from a field of 12 other fellow competitors. Fast forward to the 2024 season, with a new focus, the world witnessed junior athlete Agata displayed a masterful sporting performance on the platform as a 69 kilograms athlete, whilst directly slugging it out with the 2-time RPF world champion Prescillia Bavoil and world record total holder Carola Gara for the Sheffield crown and sizable prize money of £45,000. It's worth noting that in a recent polling on the channel, prior to the commencement of the championships, Agata received an average of 35% of the favorable polling, who firmly believed that the forcible athlete would win the second staging of the championships, promising to break the 69 kilograms weight classes IPF record total of 549 kilograms by totaling a prospective monster total of 600 kilograms.
You know what I mean? So again, it's the same thing what I said. There's no such a weak world record, even though I've said this in the past, but I said it in context of elite athletes, in context of for all what the bread can be at Sheffield. Do you know what I mean? So if you're talking these numbers, so why stay? So when we're talking about these numbers, what numbers are we talking here about you potentially thinking? I'm not talking about individual lift, but total. What total are you thinking Agata Sitko is capable at 69? And I will reveal what the other girls have said. I'm sure you've listened to Leah anyway.
Yeah. So if I don't hit 600, I'll be disappointed. That's what I'm gonna say.
Lord Christ. The world total at 76 is 600 kilos. Yes. So you dropping to 69 and you're gonna hit a 600 total, while the world record at 69 is 549.
Yep.
And you wanna add 51 kilos on top of that.
Hopefully, that's the plan.
And if people say Agata is an alien, would you say that they're lying?
I don't know. Would have to ask my mom to find me in the forest.
Yeah, 51 kilo on a world record is huge. It's huge. And then
yeah, but you have to take into account that the 69 kilo weight class is underdeveloped. The world record is lower than in the 63s, so it's not that crazy. It's just that this weight class is underdeveloped.
It's imperative to note that the prior world record total stood at 554 kilograms, which was held by the puissant Carola Gara. Understandably, some may have been highly skeptical of such bold statements, and rightly so. For example, typically, prior 67.5 kilograms to 72 kilograms world records were broken on average by a percentile of 6.88% and or 26.03 kilograms. In parallel with Agata possibly adding an immense 46 kilograms to the world record of 554 kilograms. Individually, it wasn't an impossible feat to achieve. For instance, in both 1997 and 2012, prior total world records were broken by an incredible margin of over 80 kilograms. Nevertheless, the endearing junior athlete went into direct battle with a high degree of seemingly vitalized confidence against a wider field of competitors, such as 76 kilograms IPF world champion Carolina Tongotia, super heavyweights Brittany Schlatter and Sunita Muller, including the 4 times 84 kilograms IPF World Classic champion Amanda Lawrence, Tiffany Chapon, Natalie Richards, Jade Jacob, and the defending champion Evie Corrigan. Competing as a 69 kilograms athlete was relatively new grounds for Agata, even though she competed as a 72 kilograms athlete in 2020 as a sub-junior athlete. Therefore, one of the central questions that remained was whether Agata would be able to retain her strength as a 69 kilograms athlete. Remarkably, athletes such as Prescillia Bavoil increased their total of 550.5 kilograms as a 69 kilograms athlete to 556.5 kilograms as a 63 kilograms athlete within the same 2022 season. Interestingly, she also broke the 63 kilograms world record squat that same season with a squat of 213 kilograms, which was 1.5 kilograms above her prior 69 kilogram squat world record of 211.5 kilograms, ultimately proving the likelihood of retaining strength and exceeding expectations.
Take 2.5 kilo increments unless it's a world record attempt. 213 kilos on the bar for Leo Bavoil. And it looks good. And it is good.
Agata's PR squat as both a 76 kilograms and 84 kilograms athlete prior to the Sheffield Championships stood at 202.5 kilograms. With zero hesitation being displayed, Agata confidently opened with a first squat attempt of 185 kilograms, which isn't much of a marginal difference from her competing as a 76 kilograms athlete.
Class, then she could win this.
Already opening over the current world record.
But we know she's not as consistent as some of the other lifters.
Ooh. You know, that is surprising how smooth 185 opened for her.
For example, at last season's Sheffield, Agata opened with a squat of 187.5 kilograms, which is 2.5 kilograms above her current season's opening squat of 185 kilograms. Also, at the 2023 IPF World Classic Championships, the marginal difference stands at 2.63%, or 5 kilograms above Agata's opening squat of 180 kilograms. Prescillia, who held the world record PR squat of 211.5 kilograms prior to competing, responded with an amazing squat of 207.5 kilograms, which is 9.21% or 17.5 kilograms above her average opening of 190 kilograms, therefore rapidly staking her claim to a possible squat record.
We haven't seen many singles from her recently.
Her best squat previously is 213. We're already pretty close to that.
She did that at the UK Arnold as part of the best performance on GL points we've ever seen in the IPF. She still holds that. Now, I I don't know what to make of that. I think that she's got a lot left in the tank.
But the battle between the 69 kilograms athletes wasn't only between both Agata and Prescillia, but the current third global ranking athlete, Carola Gara, who had a PR squat of 210 kilograms prior to competing, which is just 1.5 kilograms or 0.71% below Prescillia's former squat world record of 211.5 kilograms, was also in the developing ferocious brawl to the crown, whereby we saw Carola for her opening squat successfully attempted a squat of 205 kilograms, merely 2.5 kilograms or 1.21% below the world record holders opening of 207.5 kilograms. The average lead advantage for opening squats within the respective 69 or 72 kilograms weight classes over 5 major IPF World Classic Championships between gold and silver medalists stood at 7 kilograms, which is suggestive in instances of the magnitude or height of the competition. None of the three antagonists had exceptionally high squat reliability. For example, Prescillia, who both finished 8th place at last season's Sheffield Championship, and as highlighted earlier, held the squat world record at a historical squat reliability of 31.47% out of 100%. Carola, who had the second heaviest squat out of the two other athletes, squat reliability stood at 26.23% versus Agata's squat reliability of 23.91%. Wider afield, of the remaining 12 athletes jostling for the ultimate prize, super heavyweight Brittany Schlatter recorded the highest squat reliability, which stood at 83.33%. Comparatively, the fundamental underlying difference lies in both the probability of Brittany extending the IPF squat record and the margin by which such is broken, if successful, in direct parallel to the 369 kilograms athletes. From the outset, it was reasonable to insinuate that the first round of the competition would primarily involve a clash between both Prescillia and Carola, considering they both had an average squat lead advantage of 8.25 kilograms above Agata. Even as a comparative 84 kilograms athlete and a 1.5 kilograms marginal difference between both respective PR squat prior to competing. Subsequently, my assumption was found to be correct. At the end of the opening squat attempts, Prescillia and Carola established a sizable squat lead advantage, which stood at an average of 21.25 kilograms or 11.49% above Agata's opening attempt of 185 kilograms. Already on the back foot, as the ferocity of the competition progresses, Agata increased her second squat attempt by a margin of 7.5 kilograms, in turn squatting 192.5 kilograms. A 7.5 kilograms increment would in fact be 1.25 kilograms below Agata's average second attempt increment of 8.75 kilograms as a heavier athlete.
The biggest squatters, but this is still a huge weight, 192.5. Little bit of a wobble in the middle. What do you think, Ryan? I wouldn't go much more than 5 on there, because this isn't the one she's going for a record on. Be conservative.
Although, individually, her second incremental attempt as a 69 kilograms athlete is identical to last season's World Classic second attempt increment as a 76 kilograms athlete. Nevertheless, as the brewing and rather highly charged battle persisted between both Prescillia and Carola, whereby the world bear witnessed both athletes absolutely demolishing the prior squat world record for their second attempts, which, if I'm not mistaken, has never been witnessed within the history of the 67.5 to 72 kilograms weight classes.
Class 211.5.
So this is the world record. Well, it is for now. I've just seen what Leah Bavoil's got on for her next.
Oh, wow. For a world record to be taken that easily, that could have been an opener right there. That might have moved better than their opener, and Gara heating up at Sheffield 2024 in the squat session. Look at that.
So that is the world record to Carola Garrett, but how long will it last?
Leah Bavoil, 218. The reigning 69 kilo champion. There's Ben Escrow from the strength guys in the wings with her. Leah has been in many battles, but none quite like this one.
Two-time world champion, world records in 2 weight classes, and the highest ranked woman in the IPF.
Yeah, her resume already has her pacing for the Hall of Fame. But wouldn't it be nice to win this one? Oh!
You weren't joking.
All right, so now I can start saying what the rumors were saying. And look at Leah Bavoil fired up. Look at Leah on the platform today.
I can't remember the last time I saw her that hungry for it.
Listen, last Sheffield, she came in injured, and you could tell this Sheffield, she's 100% on point.
Unbelievably, both athletes would later extend the squat world record even further for their final squat attempts.
Carola Gara, representing Italy, the reigning 63 kilo champion, moving up for the battle of the 69s.
This is more than she's ever done on the platform before.
Well, the world record coming in was 217.5, and I believe 218 by Leah in round 2.
I think we came in at
Squats.
211.5. We've knocked
Or
that
211.5.
massively out of the water. Wow,
And she had more in the tank, if I'm honest.
she did. That was impressive.
Whoa!
However, after the dust was settled, Prescillia stood victorious with an amazing world record squat of 225 kilograms, which is 13.5 kilograms and or 6.38% above her prior squat world record of 211.5 kilograms.
30 minutes ago, we've left that far behind.
We are so deep into world record territory right now, we can't even see the shoreline.
There's a huge chant running around the auditorium.
Oh! Leah Bavoil, 225 with authority.
Superb.
Listen, if you thought she was going to be scared because all of these other lifters are entering into her weight class, guess again, she's ready for the fight.
Interestingly, a 6.38% margin is the third highest since 2013, whilst Agata finished with a final attempt of 197.5 kilograms, which is a 93.38% margin of the prior IPF squat record of 211.5 kilograms.
Sixes.
So we're relatively close to that considering she dropped the weight class. I think 5 kilos is probably an appropriate jump for
Yeah,
her.
I think so. This isn't the lift where she's going to make up most of the ground.
Oh, what a heart on Agata! Wow!
That had come to a stop, but she got it moving again.
The fight came and she just refused to let that one go. Every kilo was gonna count in the 69 kilo battle. And look at this, Joe. Right away out of the hole, fought all the way up.
Therefore, placing her at an overall 11th position, alongside a first round comparative championship margin of 35.97% of the IPF total record, which stood at 549 kilograms, greatly overshadowed by the frontrunners' first round performances, such as Sanita Muller with her historic squat of 305 kilograms which singularly handed her the first round lead with a quantitative margin of 43.34%. Brittany Schlatter, another heavy hitter, stood at second place with a margin of 41.111%. Prescillia Bavoil at third place with a margin of 40.98%, and Carola Gara at fourth place with 40.07% margin. It may appear a rather underwhelming first round performance for Agata. However, if we are to compare Agata's baseline squat projection as a 76 kg athlete, which stands between 196.25 kg to 198.74 kg, the RT athlete has impressively achieved a squat which is 1.25% above her lower end baseline squat projection and 1.24% below the upper end baseline squat projection of 198.74 kg, accompanied by the fact that a squat of 197.5 kg places Agata at number 10 on the all-time 69 kg list of athletes. However, to affirm some degree of dominance for the bench press stage of the championship, it was now or never for a serious attempt at the prize. Agata was the 76 kg bench press world record of 153 kg, following both Prescilla's bench press of 110 kg and Carola's exciting opening bench press of 140 kg, opened with an IPF record-breaking 146 kg.
Collect her first world record as a 69.
Now, I think this is the lift she's been the most inconsistent on. She struggled with elbow depth, and I've saw in training her butt was off the bench a few times.
Yeah, the irony. Inconsistent with the bench, but so strong in it. And 3 white lights.
Nothing wrong with that.
We thought we would never see the day this record fell, and here we are.
Therefore, breaking the legendary Jennifer Thompson's IPF bench press record of 144 kg, which stood since 2017. Furthermore, a 146 kg bench press is both 12.12 kg above her average opening bench press of 133.88 kg and 1 kg above her opening at the 2023 World Classic Championships, where she eventually annihilated the 76 kg bench press world record. Overall, such an impressive opening, quite frankly, asserted her as the opponent to beat for the second round of the championships. Nevertheless, after witnessing Carola immediately snatching the IPF bench press record from the grasp of Agata with a bench of 146.5 kg for her second attempt,
Gara, the reigning 63 kilo world champion, moving up a weight class, and not filling out that weight class either.
No, but this is probably the heaviest she's ever weighed in at 67.17, and this is the heaviest bench she's ever attempted.
Gara, world champion in and out of equipment, World Games, and now a Sheffield appearance. A living legend.
Oh, it moved fast off the chest, but it hit a real sticking point.
Able to break through it, collects herself a world record.
like a bull in a bullfight, Agata stormed the platform by upending Carola with a world record-setting bench press of 152 kilograms.
And she's done 153, but she did that at 7 kilos heavier body weight. As we said before, bench is the one that really suffers when you drop body weight.
Let's see how she handles 152.
Handles it with ease, I'd say.
And it appears as though Agata Sitko has found her new home as a 69.
In turn, obliterating the legendary Jennifer Thompson's prior bench press world record of 148.5 kilograms for Agata's second attempt, which effectively solidified an extensive lead advantage of 34.5 kilograms or 29.36% above the IPF World Champions bench press of 117.5 kilograms.
And we know what she did to her previous personal best in squats. How far can she push it in the bench press?
She was always going to be behind the other two 69s in bench. So she's just going to be adding as much as she can to her total to come back strong on deadlift.
Yeah, she's really trying to hold serve, throw kilos onto the total, but not looking to come anywhere close to any world records or try to keep pace with their bench attempts. Leah opting to wave off the handoff here. And that is an easy personal best on bench press.
And 3.75%, or 5.5 kilograms, above Carola's second attempt of 146.5 kilograms. Interestingly, Carola, for example, similarly tend to focus largely on the bench press to build their total, which has been discovered that on average, her bench press account for 26.29% of her competition totals, which is both 3.94% above the group's average of 22.35%, which includes the top 4 athletes with the heaviest existing squats, and also 0.79% above Agata's bench press average, which stood at 25.5% as a 76 kilograms athlete, with an existing baseline bench press projection between 144.5 kilograms to 145 kilograms. It would be reasonable to hypothesize that Carola would provide much adversity within the second round of the competition for Agata. Whilst Prescillia was heavily trailing behind, it should not be of much surprise if you are to account for a baseline bench press projection, which stood at 115.54%, including Carola, who typically competes as a 69 kilograms athlete, had a substantial lead bench press difference of 29 kilograms and or 25.09% above Prescillia. And finally, how the athlete decides to build her competition totals are amongst affecting factors. For example, even though she holds the squat world record, on average, her squat accounts for 38.05%, which is slightly below the group's average of 38.17%, which as stated earlier, includes the top 4 athletes with the heaviest listed squat of all time. Furthermore, historically, on average, her deadlift accounts for 41.30% of her totals, which is both 3.25% above her squat average of 38.05% and 1.91% above the group's average of 39.39%. On the other hand, her bench press typically accounts for 20.65% of Prescillia's totals, in parallel to Agata's highlighted average of 25.5% and Carola's 26.29% bench press averages. For the final attempt of the second round, the question arose, could Agata extend the bench press record even further? All such questions was dispelled with an incredible world record bench press of 154 kilograms, which is 1 kilograms higher than her 76 kilograms bench press world record of 153 kilograms.
Will she break the bench world record for a third time today?
Could she drop a weight class and get a bench PB? That would be incredible.
Oh my goodness.
She had more.
Can you believe it? Dropping a weight class and hitting a personal best in bench.
That's incredible.
Whilst her rivals, Carola, finished with a bench press of 150 kilograms.
Agata took that world record and upped it to 152. Gara saying, you know what? You could keep that world record, thank you very much. I need the kilos for my total, and I like it. Don't get pulled out of pocket.
You're right, it'd be really easy to get caught up in chasing records here, especially when there's a big prize on at stake.
But Gara, being a veteran as she is, Knows there's a bigger picture. And that's how you throw kilos onto the bigger picture.
It's incredible to see someone who is one of the top equipped lifters in the world performing at this level in the raw as well.
And Prescillia with 122.5 kilograms.
Should she be pressed and need to load up, she should have plenty of energy left over. 122.5 for Leah Bavoil.
This will be a huge PB for her.
Yeah, came into the event 115 as her personal best. 7.5 kilo personal best in bench press. And the women's division is
That's
huge.
incredible. Well, she's not done it yet, but I wouldn't put it past her.
Should she hit it?
She is projected to be right behind Agata Sitko.
The 69 kilo queen, should she lose that title, it won't be without a fight. And she's got a big deadlift. She can cover a lot of ground in that event. Wow.
Attempt selection right on the button.
Right on the money with that attempt selection. 122.5 moved very well for Leah, having the day of her life here at Sheffield 2024.
Overall, at the end of the second round, Agata resulted with the second heaviest bench press attempt out of the wider 12 other opponents, and a third position with a 64.03% margin of the IPF total record, which stood at 549 kilograms, inching her closer to the podium. Ahead of the second round was both 76 kilograms world champion Carolina Tongatea, with 69.32% of the 76 kilograms IPF total record, which stood at 593.5 kilograms, and Carola, who moved from 4th to 2nd position with a margin of 67.40%. The defending champion, Evie Corrigan, sat in 9th place with a margin of 59.24%. The final round of the Sheffield Championships was undoubtedly a masterclass of athleticism, with both Carola opening with a deadlift of 202.5 kilograms.
All of the previous world records to stand.
The total world record in this class is 549. This will give Carola 572.5.
It's incredible what these 69s are doing today.
Adding tens of kilos with their opening pulls.
I mean, this is just insane. To be 572.5 with your opening pull, and your opening pull looks like that.
Which is remarkably 24 kilograms and or 13.45% above her average deadlift opening of 178.5 kilograms as a 67.5 to 72 kilograms athlete. It is the heaviest opening within the athlete's sporting history, which implies what will unfold for the final push to the podium. IPF world champion Prescillia, whom I stated earlier that her deadlift on average accounts for 41.30% of her totals, which is comparatively higher than both of her 67.5 to 72 kilograms opponents, confidently opened with a 225 kilograms deadlift, which is 13.12 kilograms and or 6.19% above her typical average opening of 211.88 kilograms.
Everywhere you look, and Leah Bavoil had a sensational bench press and squat sessions. If her deadlift is increased like her squat and bench press have.
Well, judging by this number, 225 for a best of 231. Superb.
Yeah, we're going well beyond her previous personal best.
Which afforded her a 22.5 kilograms lead advantage above the determined Carola. Agata, in response, opened with a monster 235 kilograms deadlift, matching the legendary Kimberly Walford's IPF deadlift record of 235 kilograms, which has stood since 2016.
An everything specialist at this point.
Yeah.
So it's a high opener though, 235 when the best is 240 in a higher weight class.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, that deadlift has been flying in training.
Yeah.
And look at that.
And she moves into the lead. She takes the total world record as well.
to emphasize the level of competition or the level at which the athletes were performing. If we were to account for every single recorded deadlift opening, which stands at a median of 120 kilograms, such individually means, for example, Agata's opening of 235 kilograms stands at an incredible 115 kilograms and or 95.83 kilograms above the 67.5 to 72 kilograms group's median opening deadlift, whilst Prescilla's lead advantage stood at 105 kilograms or 87.5% and Carola with 82.5 kilograms or 68.75% lead difference above the group as a whole. If we are to also further consider Prescilla's baseline deadlift projection, which stood at 222.90 kilograms, with only her opening of 225 kilograms, such subsequently equates to a linear performance of 2.1 kilograms or 0.94% above her baseline or minimum deadlift projection of 222.90 kilograms. Carola, on the other hand, baseline projection ranged between 201.46 kilograms to 203.52 kilograms, which means that on the lower end of her projected baseline, the athlete was performing 0.52% above her projected baseline. Already on the cusp of an unprecedented worthy performance, Agata, especially after an overshadowed performance within the first round of the championships, apparently changed the tide of the championship firmly in her favor with a second attempt of 242 kilograms, which is 2 kilograms above her second attempt, and also the heaviest second attempt Agata has undertaken within her sporting history as a raw athlete. Furthermore, an added 242 kilograms deadlift ensured a 593.5 kilograms total, which was relatively 6.5 kilograms below the athlete's initial target of a monumental 600 kilograms total and afforded her a 108.11% margin.
The phenom is emerging here at Sheffield. Oh, want to clasp that belt? There we are. That'd be a costly mistake. Oh, whoa! And here we are! Greatness on display as Agata Sitko pushing past previous boundaries, marching towards 600 kilos.
After witnessing the second round, frontrunner Carolina Tongatia plummeted to 12th place after missing her second deadlift attempt of 252.5 kilograms.
10 kilo jump is pretty big, but Carolina can level up. She has before. She did it in the squat event. She had a shaky opener, regained form. Yeah. She's capable.
But she has done more than this in the past.
She's done it again? Oh, it's close.
Consequently, a 108.11% margin was able to place Agata ahead of the pack, whilst both of her antagonists throughout the championship shared a second place position with a margin of 106.10% above the IPF total record of 549 kilograms. Whilst the defending champion, Evie Corrigan, stood in third place with a margin of 104.57% margin above her respective weight classes' IPF total record of 460 kilograms. To be frank, after witnessing Carola's inability to effectively respond to Agata with a deadlift of 212.5 kilograms.
And this will put Gara at 582.5. It is incredible the gains that Gara's made from her previous personal best, 557.5.
Still a little bit below the 586.5 that Agata Sitko has set the world record at. Carola is tracking well for the podium.
Now these 69s all clashing in this class. All of them are all-time greats. It makes easy work heading into 582.5.
And that was a 5 kilo PB already.
Including Prescillia's deadlift of 235 kilograms,
237.5.
So this will not take her past Agata. That's ranked 3 to 2.
Yeah, it'll nudge her from third place to second place.
So can we say it? Agata Sitko has won Sheffield.
Leah Bavoil scrapping for her placement on the podium. Would love to jump up from third to second.
Whatever the result, she has put in a phenomenal performance today. It has been incredible.
585 should she hit this, which is a massive personal best for Leah. Previously personal best, 556.5. Think about that progress Leah's brought to the table. Oh, she's done it. Huge final pull for Leah Bavoil. 585. Again, that's a total that's competitive in the 76s.
Absolutely incredible.
it was apparent the fight to the finish line was Agata versus Agata, after all second deadlift attempts had been undertaken. As such, the pertinent question arose, could Agata feasibly break the 600 kilograms barrier? After seeing Carola failing a gutsy final deadlift of 225 kilograms.
And Carola Gara, 225 kilos being loaded for her. This will put her at 595 kilos. This is insane. It's insane. Previously her best was 557.5. We're talking about 595 should she hit this.
And she's really a 63 kilo lifter.
The reigning 63 kilo world champion. Some sensational performances here. It'll put her temporarily into first place. If she misses, she'll be in second place temporarily.
And she will force Agata to pull for the win, and Leah. But this is a huge deadlift for Carola.
She's trying to force Leah and Agata to pull more than they can handle. And what a sensational battle the 69s have already given us.
It's moving, but not very far.
And Prescillia, who impressively performed at 12.1 kilograms and or 5.43% above her deadlift baseline projection of 222.90 kilograms, increased her final attempt by 2.5 kilograms upon her second attempt of 235 kilograms, not enough to pose any challenge at all for the crown. Therefore, the great anticipation, the moment arrived whereby it was now or never for Agata to rest all doubts. Like being a shot out of a cannon, Agata attacked the bar with an attempt selection of 248.5 kilograms.
Well, she's living up to the hype today. 248.5, world record deadlift, world record total, and new standard for the 69s.
And £40,000 in prize money.
That's going to go an awful long way when she brings that back to Poland. And it looks like she's done it.
Did it dip? Is it good?
Agata Sitko wins Sheffield 2024, 600 kilos.
She did what she told us she'd do. We said she was inconsistent. She has gone 9 for 9.
Which will be not only shatter the total ceiling, but break the legendary Kimberly Walford, who is a multiple record holder, 7 times IPF World Open champion, deadlift world record of 246 kilograms, which she set in 2021. With unbelievable will, the athlete was successful in breaking both the total ceiling, finishing with a jaw-dropping total of precisely 600 kilograms, plus with an added deadlift world record of 248.5 kilograms, which is 8.5 kilograms above her personal best of 240 kilograms as a 76 kilograms athlete. With such a brilliant, monumental performance at Sheffield, I must say, much expectation for an electrifying competition at the upcoming IPF World Champs is much expected. Will Prescillia hold on to her world title will surely be answered in the summer. That's if the newly crowned champion of champions does decide to remain as a 69 kilograms athlete.